Hey guys, Runtime HD here, and welcome back to Quips with Steven Seagal. This time, Steven Seagal is...
Over here, Sal.
Get in the car!
I'll find this guy before you do. You know what I'm gonna do.
So you still call me here like a girl?
Body count's going up, Gino.
I'm starting to get in a bad mood, you know? Maybe it's like a mood swing, my hormones, I don't know.
In this neighborhood, someone's got to take out the garbage. Steven Seagal, out for justice.
Out for justice. I hope my finger's in the right position, but it even says it on the cover, dude. Even they know it. But this movie was his first film, according to my research. I could be wrong, but... oh, whatever. I think it's his first movie. But this film was released in '88 and is obviously an action film because Steven has never released in any other genre. But this film is actually pretty enjoyable. It's pretty fun, and it's... I just feel like the last few Steven Seagal movies, like, the really bad new ones, I just feel like I'm going to need a little bit of a palate cleanser. So I'm going to try to dig through the old Steven Seagal movies and try to review the ones that I haven't watched yet, so that I can get some enjoyment until I dive back into the ocean of pain. But, yeah. We're just taking a break from the awful shit. And this movie is still not amazing. It's just your average run-of-the-mill 80s action flick. But I'm a big fan of action movies. I think action and horror are like my two genres, you know? And action just really, I don't know, just big fan. But this movie is a very simple plot. So, Steven Seagal's best friend, I think his name was Bobby. Was it Bobby? Yeah, I think it was Bobby. He gets killed in front of his family by this crazy dude named Richie. He, kills him in broad daylight on a sidewalk in front of his family. Shoots him a shit ton of times. Drives away. And Steven Seagal's like, oh, I gotta get revenge for my best friend Bobby. I gotta kill you, Richie. I'm gonna kill you. And then, throughout the whole movie, he's just kind of throwing people around, arresting people and being like, where's Bobby? You gotta no, Bobby. Where's Richie? You better know where Richie is or else I'm gonna arrest you. You know, basic Steven Seagal shtick. But one thing that really caught me off guard during this movie was he got hit once. He got hit. I mean, it didn't do much, but he got hit, and that's how I know this is one of his first movies, because in his newer movies, he never gets hit. So I'll give this movie something. But also, another thing is, I had seen this movie before, but it'd been a while, so I didn't remember anything about it, except for maybe the opening and the ending. Those are the only things I remembered. So I went into this pretty blind, because as I said, I didn't remember much. And, it was fun. I think, actually, Steven, this was, I think, before he became a cynical, he was still probably an asshole at this time, but this was before he really realized that he didn't need to try anymore, and I think he somewhat, I'm not saying he really tried, but he was not just going, I'm gonna beat you, Richie, I'm gonna get you. He didn't do that the whole movie. He did that, for 90% of the movie, but he showed some emotion during the movie, some emotion, and I'll give the movie that. He didn't just, be a blank husk, like a soulless husk the whole movie. And I can appreciate that. And also, I feel like the villain of the movie, Richie, I think he was decent. I think the guy did a good job with him. I also think he was just a little, ridiculous in my case. He just, walked around, was driving around Brooklyn just murdering people. Just, murder, just kept on murdering people. And it was kind of fun. He felt like a GTA character. He felt like a GTA protagonist. He just ran around, he had a gun, in every shot. In every shot he was in, he had a gun. and he just like bang bang shooty shooty bang bang, like that's what he was doing, you know, like in every scene he was in, he was gonna do a shooty shooty bang bang, you know what I mean? And also I think what's funny is not what's funny, but also like Steven has the mob on his side because Richie, like, he stepped out of line, you know, he killed an innocent man on their territory, you know, and he's disgraced them and they want to kill him. And then eventually, at the end of the movie, Steven Seagal kills him pretty easily. He pretty easily dispatches of Richie. And he murders him. And like the mob guy, Steven's mob guy friend, he walks in. And he's like, "Whoa, what the fuck are you doing, Steven? Gabagool." Do whatever. I don't remember what he was saying. It wasn't important. And Steven grabs his gun and he shoots him. He shoots the body of Richie a lot. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" He's like, "You gone mad? Are you crazy?" And then, like, Steven says, basically, that he did it to make it look like the mob guy killed him, so that he could get more, like, reputation. And that's good of you, Steven. Good on you. Nice. That's nice. Doing a good deed. But, yeah. This movie, as I said, is very basic, but quite enjoyable. And, to be honest, it's not even a bad movie on a technical standpoint either. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but it's nothing terrible. I mean, there are some pretty good, like, gore in there, and there's, like, the story's decent. You can follow the story. There's a story. There's dialogue. There's 3 acts. You know, there's a structure, which you can't say about some of his newer movies. But, yeah. It was a movie, and it was a pretty enjoyable one. So, like, you know, if you're a fan of Steven Seagal, would recommend it. Fan of action movies, you know, if you're just like if you just want to have a good time, you know, I'd recommend it. You could get something good out of it. And, you know, it's fun. It's just a fun movie, and I'd recommend it. And, you know, recommend it for just action movie fans, or if you just want to have a good time. As I said, you can have fun with it. Also, you might want to watch it with some friends, too. I think it'd also be a lot more fun with friends. But, yeah. I think on a real movie rating, I'd give it like a 6.5. I think it's alright. But on like a Steven Seagal rating, I think I'd give it like an 8. I think it's Steven Seagal rating. And ironic enjoyment, I mean, to be honest, I don't think there's much ironic enjoyment out of this film. Because the film isn't, like, terrible. It doesn't have awful I mean, the dialogue isn't anything to write home about, but it's not awful. And there's no, like, hilariously bad effects or stupid fight scenes. I mean, the fight scenes are a little ridiculous, but they're not, like, so hilariously bad like some of his movies, like The fucking Patriot. But, yeah. Ironic enjoyment, I think I'd give it, like, a 3.5. Lots of 0.5s. But, yeah, not really much ironic enjoyment you can get out of this film. But I'm going to give you a rundown. So, real movie rating, 6.5. Steven Seagal rating, I think that was 8. Yeah, 8. I was trying to recall. And ironic enjoyment, 3.5. Yeah, those are the official ratings. Get it straight. But, you know, guys, I think, I said what I need to say. I think I said my piece. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like it. Share with your friends. Subscribe, turn notifications on. Comment down below how much you liked it. And I've been Time HD, and this has been Quick Quips with Steven Seagal. Signing off. If you had, like, an arm, and I could, like, flip you, you know, just, Aikido, bitch. Okay.